Yeah, all I ever heard was like 你死蠢蛋。
你死蠢蛋。
喂，講多啲廣東話，聽唔聽到？
講多啲廣東話。
我哋最後一集嘅講多啲廣東話 Season 2，我哋可以食到 M 整嘅芝麻糊，好 excited 咯。
唔該晒。
睇下先，
都好香啊！
好有芝麻味嘅，同埋夠甜嘅。I like it。
我覺得可以甜啲，但係可能食下就會覺得 OK 咯。如果甜啲就可能
會有啲漏。
係咯。
同埋呢個嘅 like 嘅 consistency 好好嘅 ，like the thickness。
Consistency。
夠結。
Yes。
夠結。
唔會太稀。
係啊 ，thank you。
知唔知 ？You know， 呢個俾我記得咧，你哋睇過端未啊？
未啊
Yeah。
It's like you know the Baron. He's like he comes out of the sludge. You know after like he almost got assassinated. 人哋想殺佢 it's like my doom, my Arrakis. 好似咁樣咯。
好似咁樣。
It's like the same amount of consistency. My doom, my Arrakis.
你尋日係賭神 ，and then 你係 Batman， 你而家係 The Baron。
Yeah, but it's 一樣個 It's like it reminds me. You know你唔明白 he's like in a bath of 好似芝麻糊啊 like a 芝麻糊 bath and it comes out.
The June had a 芝麻糊。呢個真係我其實坦白講 of everything， 我覺得呢個係我最中意嘅。Because it's 夠暖 and it's like very warm and hearty。
咁俾面啊！
唔係我講真嘅 ，like
唔錯。
我真係覺得好有 feel 啊！跟住你啊，呢個係乜嘢茶啊？
養生茶，但係我又唔知叫咩。
養生 ，Do you know what 養生 means?
Good for heart. Health.
生 is 生命 ，not some。
Some. Okay. Look at that Asian etiquette she's got there, holding up the sleeve.
It's very like 古代。
Yeah.
喺度
我啲就太大。
Yeah. 我真係 OK，呢個 I'm gonna give this like an 9 or 9.5.
Yeah, this is a
This is like
solid 8-9.
I feel very
okay.
warm，我覺得好暖啊。
你啲屋企人會唔會食好多芝麻糊㗎？like 你
應該唔會
唔會
即係出去買就可能會，或者自己沖嗰啲一包嗰啲咧就會，但係自己整就唔會咯。
如果你哋出去食糖水，你會叫啲乜嘢？嗱，嗰條記住
芝麻糊。
芒果糖水咯。
我都係楊枝甘露。I feel like we had this same conversation
我個姨整到一個芒果糖水係好好。Actually, that's what我諗法 like originally I wanted to do.
The one you sent me 啊。
Yeah， 但係我諗法要做下一啲 maybe something a bit riskier. That's why I went with
臭豆腐。
臭豆腐。Yeah。
我唔想諗嗰個。咁啊，你睇我哋真係好捧場嘅，我哋就嚟食晒啦。
係咯。
不過你喺度忙緊沖茶，我哋就係掛住食。我覺得其實呢個 season 都係你喺度 carry 我哋。
係咯，我哋一啲都唔煮到嗰啲嘢。
係啊，同埋因為你即係我覺得你對好多 culture， 即係你好有研究，你好有呢個心思去 like actually learn。Whereas 我哋係yeah whatever。Oh no， 屋企人冇做，咁我都唔 care 啦咁樣。And that does make me sad. Like for me， like 如果我自己要 reflect 下，我覺得 I need to be actively doing more to keep my culture alive and my beliefs and not just rely on my family。因為我都係覺得即係特別係大個咗之後，屋企人即係冇放嗰個 effort 去 maintain 好多嘢咯。即係我哋以前中秋節啊，會一齊食月餅啊，去賞月啊，食湯圓 all that stuff。And 有時 it's like 唔得閒啊，算啦，唔做啦，下次先啦。It's like the importance of significant is gone， which 我覺得好 sad 咯。
我都覺得 it's like I don't know for me 係住帕斯咧，when I was growing up it's like 好似 living two different lives 咯。It's like one at home is it's more Chinese, one is more westernized. 都好嘅 it's good.
A good Chinese boy 喺度
Yeah.
食芝麻糊 and then the party kids throwing up in the pub.
But it's I don't know, it's good and bad. Like in some ways 我覺得好特別咯。It's like sometimes Chinese people can throw out their culture very quickly. And 我覺得我細個我少少咪怕醜 like nervous to celebrate my culture.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, or be open about it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There's definitely like a shame around it, especially if you in Perth, and I know we grew up in a very white-dominated neighborhood.
但係 Sydney 都好多
有嗰個 like the
yeah.
specific areas that 我哋住 wasn't very like Asian dominated. And yeah, I think there was a lot of almost being ashamed of your own culture and your food and your belief systems and your practices, and you don't, because there's no one else who's like of your background. There's no one to talk about it and celebrate it with. And so 我明白你喺度話你有兩個
like different lives.
兩個身份咁樣。
Yeah, it's like 我哋每個 school holidays, like our families, like we would do stuff.
係啊。
Whereas 我哋即係 for majority of the school term, 所以我哋返學 it's like, you know.
唔該。
Yeah, oh thanks. 哇，好香啊！好香。我直情覺得我嘅生命多咗。
我中意呢隻多啲啊，than the last episode.
邊一個
special
邊
episode？
一個 Carlin？
Which
邊一
episode？
個
You'll find out. 飲杯。
I like this taste.
我中意呢隻多啲。
More than a lot. Yeah, 比較淡嘅，
你唔中意
strong 啊？
你唔中意飲咁濃嘅茶？
係咯，太濃。我冇 Carlin 咁重口味嘅。Because I guess the heart of why I created this never changes. It's like I want more people to speak 廣東話. I feel like it's so ironic I say this, but I say it in English.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you guys get this, but like my Cantonese, I don't have that advanced level where I can think at that capacity. Like
You can articulate yourself at English.
yeah, like 我唔知道點樣講啲深奧啲嘅嘢，因為我所有嘅學習都係用英文。Any like critical, analytical thinking, my brain
表達唔到出嚟。
Yeah. Didn't watch enough like TVB legal dramas. But yeah.
Yeah, all I ever heard was like 你死蠢蛋.
What is 你死蠢蛋？有個蛋嘅咩？
係啊，都有㗎。
邊個男？
No, I've heard it before, but
Okay.
you know.
我未聽過，你有冇聽過啊？
I thought you were gonna say 死仔包。
Yeah.
死仔包、
衰仔。
衰仔、死蠢蛋。
死蠢蛋。
Going back 翻去 like talking about I don't know growing up in Australia. I love it. Like I 我真係好中意澳洲。但係 it's like it's interesting. Like I find sometimes it's like being like having that Confucius attitude of being, you know, quiet, if that makes sense, or being a good like a quiet immigrant, if that makes sense. Don't cause too many troubles or anything like that. But yeah, like I remember 我細個咧，我會帶啲嘢去學校咧，但係我媽咪會俾我啲飯啊、啲雞啊，係you know 中國雞啊，like you know you all the way from 中國。And she would cook it in like Chinese style, but it would smell different from everyone's like sandwich.
And then you would like hide your food.
Yeah, and then I'd be like, like I'd go back home one day and I would be like, 阿媽，我想食三文治啊。佢話，oh okay.
Me too.
Okay. And then you know I was like, I want a salmon and I want a fruit roll up, and I remember one time she just put 2 pieces of bread and there was like bok choy. It's like same ingredients, but just putting it in between like 2 pieces of bread but no rice. And I was like, okay. And there's like everything just falls out. But yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
I do think like especially as second gens, like acknowledging that a lot of the times, especially with Asian backgrounds, like our families are probably like leaving from a place of like fear or something more negative. it's like we don't really appreciate, like it's hard, maybe growing up now, the dialogue has been expanded for it. Like there's a lot more appreciation and acceptance of them.
係咯，而家先有，
係咯
係咯，係咯。
即係你大個先至
係咯，
先至識珍惜。
No, not really. I wouldn't say 珍惜 is the word. I think it's more just like 明白 why they are the way they are. But that doesn't mean like I need to be that way. And I'm not because we've got such different upbringings.
我哋三個 creative
Yeah.
as opposed to like
Yeah, as like yeah.
Like did you guys ever get a hard time going into
Yes
creative
and no.
arts?
Like my aunt, gotta love her, but she'll always be like, oh, 不如你讀下呢個，你讀下嗰個，哦，我想你讀呢個，and it's like 咁你自己讀啦。Like why are you projecting what you want to do or what you want me to do, what you think I should do, opposed to just asking me what I want to do.
Yeah， 但係佢哋都多數佢哋係they're trying to look after you, but in their own way. You know, they sometimes 我覺得like my parents, I don't know about you guys, but they were unable to communicate that because so much of their lives was about trying to get into a higher education to create a better lives for themselves. 係咯，
我同 Carlin 係同一個 hospital 生嘅，你知唔知？
我知你講過。
講過好多次。
I think it was like第一次我哋傾偈 and then we mentioned that. And I was like, oh yeah.
Because I always thought like, well, you were originally from Melbourne. I mean, you still are. And then they said, oh, you're from Perth. And I'm like, okay, 話好遠。And then you're like, oh, but I was born here.
Yeah.
Ding ding ding.
Yeah, I'm doing this.
But you're also 香港人。
Yeah, 我媽係香港人嚟嘅。Like my dad is Singapore Chinese, so yeah, it's a bit of a weird mix. Yeah, 係咯。Like where would you say like but from your mum and your dad because 佢哋係兩個廣州人嚟係嘛？
但係即係細個嗰時係公公婆婆湊大嘅 ，sort of。因為我同我家姐啊，同我表哥表弟啊，都差唔多大嘅，所以
你有sorry，我識你有表哥嘅咩 ？I remember
係大我1歲，喺澳洲嗰個係大我1歲嘅啫。
唔係，因為 when I think of him，it's like 佢細過你，佢細過我。
哦係啊。
So I think it's like your 表弟，but I forget you're like a baby。
佢成日跟住佢哋即係煮飯啊，或者整嘢食啊咁樣，就問佢哋咯。
如果你表哥係你婆婆、公公婆婆湊大嘅，點解佢啲廣東話咁差嘅？Like wait，佢嘅好啲定係 Carlin 嘅好啲啊？
表哥就可能佢好啲，但係我有兩個表弟同你差唔多嘅。
So Carlin is the measure of 廣東話。
Yeah， 你咧？
我sorry， 你可唔可以再問翻嘅問題？
你問我個 culture 喺邊度 ？Like where do I associate my culture comes from?
TVB。
哦，你係 TVB，
你係 TVB 湊大㗎。
我真係嘅。如果我唔係成日睇電視，因為我好中意睇電視。如果我唔係成日睇電視，我唔會學到好多嘢咯。And then 因為咁樣，我可以同我啲 family 我啲屋企人講嘢嗰陣，可以 keep up 同佢哋 keep up the conversation。And 佢哋都會成日都話：哇，佢嗌交啊，佢可以駁嘴駁得好好啊。唔係佢哋教㗎，係我自己睇電視學翻嚟㗎。不過我都係覺得即係。如果你嘅 like as children， 如果你嘅廣東話係好好，咁我覺得你嘅父母嘅英文可能好差咯。
又唔會係好差，但係
冇咁好。
即係我哋而家仲幫佢哋即係 proofread text message 或者 email 咁樣咯。
Whereas 我覺得如果你啲父母，this is just my theory， 如果你啲父母啲英文講得好好 ，then your Cantonese is probably not great。
Yeah, he doesn't speak Cantonese, so I think that's...
Does he speak any other language?
Just English. He can speak a little bit of Malay, but he kind of like, he hasn't been using it that much, you know? 但係佢都冇教我，like yeah. I think one of the things I was grateful for was like my mum was, quite insistent for me just to learn the language.
Yeah, I think that's
but
very important.
Yeah.
I would,
even though it's like pretty click click clack clack, you know, 麻麻地啊，係咯。
But it's such a beautiful, like 廣東話 is like such a beautiful language. And 如果我啲細路唔識講 I would be so sad.
Yeah,
I would beat them and I wouldn't.
Yeah, like I love it. I love hearing like there's so much
It's so rich.
poetry in their swearing, you know?
You're
Like
gonna say that.
I
You were
love
gonna
it.
say
I've
that
said this
so
in
much.
season 1, but it is really amazing to hear people swear. I'm like, wow, that's like damn, that's like such a burn, you know? Like,
It's so beautiful.
you're saying what about their mother?
What about, would you make 芝麻糊 like this? Like from
Like
scratch?
this? No.
會唔會㗎？你會唔會啊？
Like maybe if I think 我覺得 it requires like the patience and the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 一個人我就唔會 with someone. Like if I was doing it with you,
哦，
I would. By that I
即
mean
係我要整你喺旁邊度。
係咯。Pretty much like yeah.
But 講真咧 is really inspired me to want to do more. 我想食多啲芝麻糊。I want to like connect
There's
to
a
my
difference
culture.
between like a want to do something and then you actually go and do it.
Like I like eating 芝麻糊, but I would like, and I grew up eating it. But I would never say like, oh, like I really crave certain things. But there's like more Cantonese things that I personally crave.
Like what?
Like yeah, 臭豆腐. Like I would rather make the things like I'm not saying like there's one thing that, you know, completely identifies you within your culture. But I would say there's certain markers that you got to find, you know, where that sits with you. But yeah, maybe it's not 芝麻糊, but I appreciate 芝麻糊.
And then 不過我哋就係兩個食得最快嗰個。
係咯，
點解你唔食啊？你唔中意食啊？
唔係啊！你哋猛咁傾偈，我就覺得如果我而家即係停止，就我成集就冇嘢講，
嚇？喂，
即係冇出鏡頭咯。即係淨係你哋兩個講，我淨係食。
不過我哋有一路食一路講喎，記唔記得
咁我
我哋
又整啲茶啊！
right，
哇！你鬧人哋你唔識做兩個嘢啊？like 唔識 multitask 啊？係咪啊？好似打麻雀啊！
我冇鬧嘅，OK，我冇鬧噶，好溫柔咁同你講 ，Carlin， 你唔好睇，冇得好慢啊，到你啦，你打牌啦。
係咁溫柔嘅咩？
唔係咩？唔係咩？
睇翻段片就知。
不過有時，you know，it's like 麻雀，you need to be like more，喂。打乜嘢啊？咁鬼耐嘅
I'm getting the real authentic Hong Kong
Yeah,
experience.
which is what you like.
Yeah.
因為 Carlin 好中意俾人鬧噶嘛。我知道如果我唔係咁樣同你講咧，你係唔會覺得 you wouldn't feel good.
Oh my god!
所以我覺得我係為你好嘅，因為我本人我係好 nice 嘅，好 calm 嘅嘛。我就係犧牲咗呢個 quality 去幫助你啊。
哦，係咩啊？
要
犧牲自己
係咯，我真係好偉大。
You're such a generous person.
係啊，你好 welcome 啊
哦，
，Carlin。
多謝晒你啊！哇，歡迎你翻嚟我屋企啊，等我鬧我啊！
Thank you both. Thank you both for being here and doing this with me.
Thanks for eating my 臭豆腐。
唔好咁肉麻。